What's up, guys? So, the past 2 weeks, I've had a big question on my mind, and essentially, I'm worried that maybe I made a big mistake starting this personal brand. You see, a couple of months ago, I decided to leave my six-figure agency to start a personal brand and teach other entrepreneurs how to start in business. But as you can see from the amount of subscribers and likes and views, it didn't really go as I planned it would. So lately I've been reflecting if this was really the right decision or not. And you may be in a similar type of position where you're working a job or you have a business, but you don't love it anymore. In fact, you may actually hate the position, hate the job, hate the environment. And the first thing that you want to do is just pack up your bags and leave and go follow your passion, right? Whether that's starting a personal brand, whether that's starting a side hustle, whatever it is. And I completely understand that. But I've had some great insights from the past couple of weeks of posting like dozens and dozens of videos without any results, and how I want to proceed moving forward. And I hope that hearing my thought process, hearing my personal perspective can help you have a different look at your current situation and may actually show you a better, more profitable and faster path to your goals. So let's talk about it. Now, before I'll run you through my entire thought process and perspective, first I'll have a call planned with a lawyer. This is for some business for my dad that I am looking into. So I'll do that. Then I'll get ready to basically go through my routines, and then start the day. So let's go. My father has a company in Belgium. Now, before I get into the gym, I want to quickly address the elephant in the room. Because how was I able to survive all these couple of months while I was building my personal brand if I didn't have the agency? Well, the catch is that I didn't actually leave. So let me give you a little bit of context. So about 3-4-ish years ago, I decided to move to Phuket with a bunch of guys that I met in Andrew Tate's Hustlers University. And we were going to move into this big ass mansion and make just a bunch of money together. And that's exactly what we did. We started working together and we started to help influencers scale their brands from scratch basically to multiple six figures a year. And that started going very well. We started up a company together called 8 Weapons. And essentially, I was the only person on the team that had more experience when it comes to financial management and systems, and just had the overall tendency to organize and manage. So that's how I basically became the CFO and the COO of the company. Right? We didn't have these terms in the beginning at all. In reality, it doesn't really matter, but someone needs to have specific roles, right? So that was me. And when I said to my business partners, hey, I want to leave, I didn't really consider how much of the business actually relied on me. And if I would actually just get up and leave, then the entire business would fall apart. Maybe not in an instant, but slowly but surely it would fall apart. And not only my income falls away, but also my partner's income and the income of our team members, right? And that's how they put food on the table. So I couldn't just stand up and leave. But that's when I realized man, quitting is actually almost impossible. Alright, so workout is complete. Did bag day today. Hope that looks somewhat good from the back. But anyway, let's get back into the story. So basically what I did was take a step back, right? I didn't completely remove myself from the company, but I did take a step back. And I basically just let my partners scale the company and grow the company while I was just maintaining the systems, maintaining the finances, so I could focus on getting my own clients on the side and focus on my personal brand. But unfortunately, the workload of the agency was still too big so that it didn't really allow me to, build another agency on the side. So I hope I could just do it with my personal brand. And for a month or so, I started taking it a lot more seriously and posting a lot more aggressively. But this is where I started to notice some things that I didn't really like about myself. You see, I would categorize myself as like the self-improvement, make money online type of niche. And honestly, there's a lot of people making videos on these topics. However, I noticed that there's more and more people starting to make videos on YouTube just to make money with selling courses. And I'm not saying that this is something evil or anything. Like, I was literally doing the same thing. But one thing that bothers me, and especially coming from the marketing world, so I've seen a lot of stuff behind the scenes, I know that a lot of people don't really portray themselves as they really are or how the situation really is. Because I started making the same type of videos where I would just like do the lazy, non-edited sit-down videos where I would educate people so that eventually they can buy my program. And overall, I noticed that I got a lot more concerned with helping myself through the channel than helping other people. And then about a week ago, my dad actually texted me something that made me think. But before I share that text message with you, I'll be eating a quick lunch and then I'll be going over to a cafe or something like this to start working. So if you want to know what my dad actually texted me and what kind of impact that it had on me, then keep watching. Cool. So just got back from the 2-hour work session. So right now I'll quickly eat. But before I do, let me talk about what my dad texted me that had such an impact on my decision. You see, it wasn't actually my dad that said this, but a business friend of his. And he essentially just told my dad how he's like happy to see how his son is working, which is, I know it may be a given, right, for your if you're watching this, but from their perspective, a lot of the younger generation seem to be getting a lot more lazy. And he said that a lot of young folks, especially, they just want to become influencers, right? And that kind of hit me because in a way, that's kind of like what I was doing, trying to build a personal brand, trying to make money off of it. And this is where I went back to the drawing board and started to reconsider everything again, because I don't want to be that guy that the only reason that I'm making money is because I'm showing other people how to make money or how to sell courses and stuff like this. And now that's not exactly what I'm doing, because I'm helping people with some basics on self-improvement. I'm helping them with acquiring real skills that they can offer to other businesses, other brands. And I'm also not somebody that has no results within business whatsoever. In fact, I started an ecom brand at 18 and I turned over 30,000 euros. That was like 18, 19, stuff like that. Then I made my first $10,000 in profit with freelance copywriting, then co-founded the agency. We got that up to 200,000 per year. And I just turned 25 this year. But still, I thought is this where it ends? Is this all that I can achieve before I start teaching other people? And the first thought that popped into my head was hell no, I can do way, way more. And I still want to scale to 6-figure months. I want to scale to 7-figure months, 8-figure months. And I want to become one of the best operators / entrepreneurs in the world. So there's no way that I'm already going to throw in the towel and start teaching other people. So that's when I started reconsidering, like, maybe instead of focusing all my efforts on trying to monetize this personal brand, why don't I just focus on the business that I already have and scale it to the moon? What's up? What do you think of this angle? All right, one sec. Give me one sec, and then we'll continue the video. This is how sometimes I like to work. Um, these cool, what's it called? It's like what you buy for like to have breakfast in bed, that type of stuff. But then it's like to work. It's actually pretty handy, to work kind of like anywhere in like a decently comfortable position. So if you just want to lay in your couch, you can get one of these. But anyway, um, the big question right now, so far into the video, is like, will I genuinely give up on building this personal brand? Will I stop making videos? And the answer is no, not at all. I've always known that building a personal brand is extremely valuable, and I wish I started sooner. I wish I started 2 years ago, or I kept going when I started. But mainly, it's just my perspective on it that will change. So instead of trying to make this my full-time income or anything like that, I want to show you guys the journey. I want to show you guys what it's really like being an entrepreneur, what it's like to become one of the best in your industry when, right now you're pretty far from that. Like, I am not the best operator or best entrepreneur in the world at all, guys. Not at all. But mark my words, dude, like in a couple of years, maybe 10 years, right? However long it took, maybe 20. And I don't want to be the most famous entrepreneur. I don't want to be like that, but I just want to be one of the best, dude. I want to be that guy who is like, oh, you thought X person built that company. Oh, you don't know who was behind that, dude. Like, I want to be that guy. It may take time, but I know that I will get there eventually. And I just want to create these videos to inspire you guys. I don't want to necessarily teach you too much. Like, I'm genuinely down to show you guys how to get started, and just give you guys any type of value that you may want to hear about. You just let me know in the comments. But it's more so just to genuinely help you and not necessarily to get you to buy my thing. And this does not mean that I'm not still going to offer what I was already offering, which is like a community of like-minded entrepreneurs, like-minded freelancers that want to get their first $1,000 online, want to get their first $10,000 online, or even further than that, right? If you're like around 10K or whatever, to have a group of people that are on the same path, that will keep you accountable, that genuinely care. Because I know that, there's not that many people that genuinely care and are excited about this type of stuff, and you probably don't have many people to talk to. That's exactly why I started the community in the first place. And we have a call as well once a month to, reflect on the month and recalibrate for the next one, so that we can keep each other accountable, because otherwise who is doing it for you, right? But the main point is that you're not going to be learning from like a teacher that quit at around 20K per month, 25K per month, and then, started teaching and like retired or whatever. No, now you're going to learn from someone that has gotten to that level, but is still learning and working to crush that next level, which is like 100K per month, and then 200K per month, 1 million per month, 10 million per month, right? That's the person that you'll be learning from. And that is something that I can, be excited about and be, respect myself for. So yeah, if you want to see this whole journey, feel free to stick around, sub to the channel, right? If you haven't done that yet, like go below right now, click the button, because if this is something that you'll, want to pursue yourself, or you just want to see like a real POV, like what it's really like. And yeah, I think these types of videos will be extremely valuable for you. All right, bro. So if you've made it till the end of the video, really appreciate you for watching. Feel free to drop a like, drop a sub. That would be extremely cool to see. And I hope that this whole video has kind of given you a another perspective. Just look at your current situation, look at your job, look at your position, and maybe, you know, the answer is not just to like quit and like go start a personal brand, follow your passion and stuff like this. There's other ways to follow your passion, other ways to achieve your goals than to like make a YouTube channel and sell courses, if that makes sense. And I hope that this video mostly inspired you just to become a more valuable person, chase skill sets, become the most valuable asset that you can be to any business or any brand or person, whoever you're trying to help. And just in general, before starting a personal brand or anything, become a person worthy of following. All right. That being said, I'll end it right here and I'll catch you in the next video. Okay. Peace.